Great. Good morning, everyone. This is our Thursday morning business chat. And this morning we are going to be talking about pre-populated carts for your preferred customers. So this is important because sometimes people confuse the two, and they don't realize that when you bring in brand partners, it's different than preferred customers. And these pre-populated carts are specific for your preferred customer. So we are, and why are we talking about pre-populated carts this morning? One of the reasons we're talking about it is because oftentimes we give people our link and they go and they click our link and they get into the account to sign on and they forget to take some steps. For example, they might, decide they want to be a preferred customer. They put in for the preferred customer and they end up getting their monthly shipment put in the cart, but they don't realize they have to also add an immediate cart to get their order immediately. And when that step gets missed, they don't get their first order, and it's not till the following month when they get finally their auto ship. So if you set up a pre-populated cart, it's already set up for them. They just have to click the link, and when they get in there, their cart will be all ready for them, and they just have to input their information. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you, I'm going to use my son's account because he's not doing business. So I can do that. And hold on, let's sign in. My internet's a little slow this morning. Okay, here we go. We go under organization over here. And let me just make this a little bigger. Go under organization and you see here pre-populated cart builder. You click on that. And I have one in here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one right now. I'm going to remove it so we can start fresh. So what we do here is we click add new pre-populated cart. Click here. Now we want to name the cart and we're going to start with X39. And I like to put the stem cell name in there because if I send the cart to them and they see X39, not everybody remembers the name of X39 is the stem cell patch. So I often like to put that in my labeling of the cart. So we're going to save those changes. Okay, now we're going to go here and we're going to pick the X39.
And Ann, this is Liz.
Yes.
And as you're going along, I'm going to just mention a couple of other things as you're going along. So once you've done what Ann has said, now you're going to be adding the contents of what's going to be in that particular cart.
So I'm putting in 1. It was a 0. I'm adding 1. I'm going to save the changes. Okay, so now I've done the immediate order. I've got to go and do the second.
And before you go down to the next part, slide it back up to the top there a second. Now you can see at the very top, go down into the first regular order section. You've got the LifeWave X39 patch, and you've got quantity 1 in the column there. Okay.
Right here.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to scroll down here to the auto ship because you have to do that part as well. So you want to make sure to go to the auto ship part and find your X39. And we're going to add X39 to the monthly shipment.
Yep, you always click on the pencil to add something or to edit it.
All right, so now we go back to the top. And
before you go to the top, let's go back down to the bottom again, and they can see there. Now the X39 patch is on the auto ship item. And what this is going to do for you is it's going to now create the entire shopping cart. So you've got the buy now X39 patch, and then it also is going to establish the auto ship for you. So continue on, Ann.
So now I'm going to go back to the pre-populated cart builder.
You could have gone right from there. There's a link there that says copy link to
Clipboard.
clipboard. Correct.
Okay. I often go back and just get it from there, but that's another way to do it. My internet is really gets slow right now.
That's okay. Gives them time to see exactly what you're doing. So so once you've copied that link to your clipboard, and what the clipboard is that's something that's on your computer itself that copies whatever the item is. Now you can take and use that wherever you want to be able to use that. And go ahead with how you do it at first, and then I'll share with folks how an alternative option is.
I'm going to try to refresh this screen to see if that's going to do anything.
Okay.
So what I typically will do is I will copy it to the clipboard, and I will then bring it to my email, and I'll send the email to the customer that wants to become a preferred customer. Copy, and I'll put that in that link, maybe write them a little note and let them know all you need to do is click this link, put in your information, and you'll be all set up with your cart for your stem cell cart. So,
okay, so let me share some alternative ways to doing what Ann just said.
Sharing, see if I can get this to do anything. Go ahead, Liz.
Okay. I will frequently use my email account to save things and draft that I want to be able to access. So I'll go set up an email like I was going to send it to somebody, just not put a name in it. I'll put a subject in, and then I paste whatever I need to in the body of the email, and then I close it out. Anytime I need to get access to it, all I have to do is go to my drafts, and voila, there it is. And so now I can copy that link and use it wherever I want. Now, Ann says that she emails to somebody, but let's say that you wanted to send it to somebody in Messenger, in Facebook Messenger. Well, you can do that. You just go open up your Messenger, and then you're going to start writing whatever you're going to write to them. And then you just paste that link right in onto the Messenger link. And that person will then have access to that cart. Now, the cart is not specific to an individual. What it's specific to is your personal shopping cart platform. And so it will bring up your username. So the cart link ends up being lifewave.com/your username/ and then a whole series of other things. And it will bring up that pre-populated cart only. So it makes it so much easier for people to enroll themselves and get the preferred pricing. And it's already just done for you right there. Simple, easy peasy.
And unfortunately, my internet is not cooperating, so I can't get back in to show you what it looks like. So Liz, can you by any chance go into your account and create another one so that they can see a second one?
Sure. Let me go click on
And Jerry uses the card a lot as well, and she's on this call this morning. So Jerry, if there's anything you want to add this morning, please add anything that would be helpful to whoever's on who wants to learn how to use these.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the best. Although the website is a little bit better, it directs you now to doing the other one if you're just going to go do it. But I did have a problem with it, and I didn't call about it. I sent it the other day to somebody. The link would not work for them when they went to do it. So we were on the phone, and I just hurried up and did it and checked out, because you can check out right on your screen and do it that way. But yeah, since, I don't know, what, about 10 months now, this really was, we were told about this, and it's the best thing to do for customers, for preferred customers.
So in a
So,
case like that, Jerry, what I would have done is gone to an incognito window,
uh-huh,
either in Chrome and or in Microsoft Edge, tried the link out myself,
good.
and if it worked, ask them what browser they were using, or are they on a phone trying to do it? Because a lot of people will use their phone to try to do it, and see if you could isolate what the issue was.
Thank you. Yeah, great tip. And Liz, I do that all the time with all my links. That is, I'm so glad you told them, because I have this draft and I have everything labeled, and I just go in and I pick them out that way. So that I never thought
Yes.
to do that. So yeah, thank you.
Yes,
So there's
yes.
a lot of questions in the chat, Liz.
Okay.
So one of them is, can you please put that link in the chat again? I want to just say to all of you that if you go to liveyoungersuccess.com, under library, under the business section, you will find pre-populated cart instructions, step by step. So you can also go there to learn how to do it, as well as what we just went over this morning. So you might find that very helpful.
And Michelle says that it works for her, and if she can get it to work, you guys can get it to work.
I have a massage therapist who's very, very busy, and he absolutely loves it because he just gives his customers the link, they go, they get it done, and he's all set. So works really quickly.
Hi, it's Sunshower. Can I ask something?
Sure, Sunshine.
Sure.
When people go to this link and they quote enroll, is it that they're now on the preferred customer program?
Correct.
Okay. And what if a person doesn't want that? Then what?
And if they just, you can still set up a cart with just, ordering a one-time retail product there as well.
Right.
Okay,
But they won't, and they won't get the discount, obviously.
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay.
bring the chats up to look at what the other questions were.
So they're asking,
Hey,
do they
Liz?
get free
Yes.
monthly sleeves? Yes, they do. If they sign on for the 1995 preferred customer program on the pre-populated cart, we set it up for them, and yes, they will get the free monthly sleeves.
It just
I have
makes it a whole lot easier for them to get to exactly where they need to be for making the next step. So,
I have
and
a
I
question.
can't get the chats to come up, but I do see Michelle has her hand up and Heidi has her hand up. So Michelle, go ahead.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Ann. Thank you so much for this training. Liz helped me, God bless her, create a QR code, which was Sunshower Rose's idea, and I loved it. And so I'm getting a QR code put on my business card with this link to the pre-populated cart. I haven't used it yet with, real time with a customer. So what my question is they click on the link, or in this case, they have a QR code. They use their camera on their phone, takes them to the pre-populated cart. What happens in terms of how do they do the rest of the sign up? You know how a PC has to pick a
Right.
username and a password and blah, blah. When does that happen?
It happens after, once they click that link, they are going to input all their data. So they'll put their name, what they want to use for a username, what they want for a password. So they're doing all of that work. But the order for the product itself is already in there for them.
So if they click on the link, does it take them directly to the cart, or does it take them to the page where they input all their information first?
Takes you to the cart first.
Oh, okay. So it's backwards of the way we do it when we sign someone up, the old fashioned way, right?
Right. It takes you to the items first that are in the cart. And you can make multiple carts. You can do one with the bundle. So it's got the X39 in it, as well as the X49 or whatever you'd like to create. So We strongly recommend using the X39 with the X39 on auto ship. And it will then start the auto ship 1 month later. So you don't have to think about it. It makes it easy to just do and get them set up with the preferred pricing. It includes the first time. You'll be able to see in the shopping cart the $19.95 membership fee, as well as the X39. So it's going to be $99.95 plus the $19.95 plus the shipping and tax. So that's how that will work. So
Okay, you.
So someone is asking about if Firefox will work with this link, and I believe it does. Correct, Liz?
as far as I know, it works on any browser. So Safari, Firefox, Chrome. I took Firefox off my computer from using it because it's such a memory hog. So I used to use it all the time, but you know, when you've got so many other things open, it just is a valuable resource to not have a big memory hog on a browser.
Somebody
So
said they-
Heidi has a question.
Yeah. Somebody on I want to just answer Debbie's question, then we'll let Heidi speak. So
Okay.
Debbie was asking, she said she got in late. It's on liveyoungersuccess.com. Go under library, click library. Once you click library, scroll down and you'll find the business area. You'll find pre-populated cart instructions step by step right there.
And the menu up at the top is a clickable link. So if you click on, I think it's section 5 or number 5, business, it takes you right down into that particular section. And that's pretty much the same way throughout the entire website. You can click on any item at the top of the page under what's on this page, and it will take you right to that specific section. And yes, it is clear to them that it's a one-time payment of $19.95. It says that right on the cart there. Okay, Heidi, you're up.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Ann. So I have, hopefully I'm not going to be echoing. I have one question and 4 additional amazing comments to Ann and yours demonstration today, which is wonderful. It answered so many of my questions. So my first question is when you're sending the copy of the link, can it be sent by text, and can it be sent with the referral code from a potential prior preferred customer's site to put in the promotion so that they receive the 3 additional preferred, so that they get a free sleeve the following month of X39? And that's probably a loaded question, so I'll break it down. Can it be sent, the link be sent by text? Can the
Yes.
referral code from the prior preferred customer be added to the pre-populated content of the message, not the link?
Not from in there, but I don't know if a preferred customer can create a shopping cart or not. That'd be an interesting question. I suspect that
Okay, I'm going to call
Mhm.
corporate and get the answer to that then. So
Well,
thank you
just-
for.
if you have the login for one of your preferred customers, just go check it out.
Yeah, I do. I absolutely
Go,
do. So
go
I'm gonna
log
test
into
that
their
out.
account.
And then
Go
my
log into their account and see if you get the option to do a pre-populated cart.
Okay, perfect. So my other 4 comments are this. I have pre-populated this very thing with X39, and then I have a second pre-populated cart link with at least 3 of the other additional sleeves, because I've always advised my preferred customers that it is the least expensive way to get the YH or any other 3 combinations of the sleeves at the lowest reduced price of getting 3 of them together, because then it makes the sleeve only $49.95. So that's my first comment. My second comment is make sure that you are getting your referral codes for your preferred customers so that they can then send their that pre-populated link that you just created to their people with that referral code. But that's going to be determined whether that's possible to add that referral code. And then the other thing is, I think it's so important for them to understand that the $8.20 that is going in that subscription, you're getting that free 10 patch sleeve within the first 6 months of those auto ships. And so I think that's so cool to mention to them that they're saving shipping on a little free 10 sleeve pack for that preferred customer program. And I think that's all my comments. I just am so happy that I know how to do this now. Thanks, Ann.
Great points. And we've got several hands up. So we're going to go to Jerry next.
Just a quick comment, because somebody said they send the link out to their people and they go from there. Just the thing that they need to make sure that they go down and do the second order for subscription, or otherwise they're a retail customer. So if you don't tell them that they need to go down and do it, they're not going to get the preferred customer pricing.
Good point, Jerry. And I did that.
Well, on the pre-populated cart links, though, that's already in there. They don't have
Only
to
if you go
do it.
down. Only if you go down and do the order on the second part. If you just do the order on the first part, you're a retail customer.
That's right. And I've done that before in Era and I didn't know. So I put in just the X39 on the top, didn't scroll down for the auto ship to get the preferred customer price. And I ended up with like a full price. And I'm like, what did I miss? Totally missed that lower half of that page where you do the auto ship part. So that is,
and that's in setting, right, that's in setting the cart up. But once the cart is made,
Once it is.
the customer doesn't have to do anything because it's already in the cart itself.
No,
Correct.
somebody said they send the link for the pre-populated cart earlier and they make their own. So if somebody is going in there and clicking and making their own, they don't know to go down to the bottom. That's what I assumed out of what was said. Sorry.
Okay.
Mark.
Remember, you want to keep it simple, and because of the fact that we're trying to get everyone back to the grassroots of what's working, your initial 3 to 6 months time frame, you want to have people just on the X39 and let the X39 do its magic. And so having just the single cart with X39 in it, as well as the monthly subscription, remember, remind them that they can change, they can cancel, they can adjust whatever they want in their auto ship going forward. But this is to get things set up. So anyway.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, I have questions, but not exactly on the pre-populated cart, because Liz has already helped me out with that. But can I ask you about the preferred customer? I have 2 quick questions. When my brand partners underneath me have preferred customers, does that volume roll up or not when they're preferred customers?
Yes, the volume gets adjusted from an auto ship and from a preferred customer point value. So each product within the back office has a point value, and depending upon what type of program they're on is going to depend upon what the point value is for that particular product. But yes, absolutely, there's points that get added to the entire upline.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you for answering that question. And I have one other question, maybe, or a suggestion for a topic, maybe on a following week. But we've had some issues lately with a couple of my brand partners. After about 60 days or so, people are leaving and they haven't seen their miracle yet. And I'm wondering if we could talk about how customer retention a little bit on an upcoming call, because that's becoming an issue. I've had my one brand partner, Marianne, she's like 80 years old, and she's really good at signing up preferred customers, but they don't seem to want to stay very long. So just a thought, and I don't know if there's a quick answer to that, but thank you.
Set
This is Gregory.
expectations up at the beginning, and go ahead, Gregory.
Yeah, Connie Lucas did a fabulous LifeWave Connect on February 15th. And Liz, I don't know if that's loaded in our YouTube or if it's just in the LifeWave Business Builders.
Not yet. There was a little bit of editing that I needed to do, and then it will be up. So in the next 24 hours, it will be up.
It was one of the best talks, Mark, on customer retention. You know, as we say, get him in, keep him in, move him along. And, you know, it was a stellar training. We're going to incorporate it into Live Younger, into the getting started process very soon. So check that out. And but retention, it's just important. It's more important to keep them in and get them in, because you can get them in slowly, but if you keep them in, you're going to build a big business.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Gregory. And I don't know how I missed that one because I talk to Connie a lot, but
Yep. Good.
I'll
Okay.
make sure I watch that. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
the time this morning.
Okay, Kim A, you're up.
I just have a little tip for you guys that if when your customers set up their monthly, if they move it back one day, let's say it was set for March or April 1st for their first monthly, if they manually set it back to March 31st, they'll get the sample in their first order, not their second order. Does that make sense?
My customers, when I set them up, always get their first patch in their first
Oh, yeah.
order.
Oh, yeah.
I've had several that didn't get them.
Yeah, and so if that happens, that's happened to maybe a few of my customers as well. And when that happens, that's an error that they've made. So I call LifeWave and I let them know that my preferred customer did not get their sample the first month. And what they will sometimes do is they will add the 2 samples in month 2 when they send the next one, or sometimes they'll just ship it out because it got forgotten.
Okay, great. And to the person before me, I'm sorry, I forgot your name already.
Mark.
Mark, in my experience, follow up with people, establish relationships with them. That's the only or the best way to retain customers. I've saved three customers this week by following up with them, spending time with them. I know that it takes time, but remember, it's a relationship, like David said, heart to heart.
Great points, Kame. And that is one of the things that we talk a lot about with Connie on our team, is that we absolutely need to stay connected to our people. And Liz made a really good point a minute ago. She said, set the expectation up. When you're talking to your customer, let them know they may not experience anything. I didn't experience anything for 6 months. And I tell people that up front, that, you have to understand, you don't feel the stem cells declining when they're declining, and you don't necessarily feel them when they're being activated. And so it's really important to set that expectation that you didn't lose all these stem cells overnight. It's going to take time to rebuild and regenerate this body. And if they understand that, you've got to give it the good, I say 90 days to, up to 6 months. And that way they know that it can take some time, and the more damage you have, and sometimes the longer it takes. So that's an important conversation to have with your, either potential customer or your customer.
Maybe that would be a good thing to add in the email as a reminder, that you send out to the customers, because in my case, I felt it immediately. And I almost don't want to say that because so many people don't feel anything. So that's a great point.
And I think the other thing that's important too is Dave is always doing videos, and there's a whole lot of information. And I like keeping connected with my customers and sending them periodic videos so that they can stay informed. And that keeps them, engaged and knowing that there's a lot more going on in their body that they don't even know is going on, right? So all of those things are real important. Sunshower, you've had your hand up.
Okay, hi ladies, what a great job. Thank you so much. This is really valuable. So I'm a bit new to QR codes, but I had one added to my Live Younger card, and I just used it. And maybe it's because it's me, but I actually had a friend also try, took a shot of it, and it doesn't really take them anywhere. Let me show you what I see. And maybe again, it's because it's my own. It says you don't have anything in your cart yet, but is it supposed to take you? Where is it supposed to take you if you do it this way?
Sunshower, you need to set that up on your wherever you generated the QR code. So I'll get with you offline and we can walk through, because I use flow code to generate QR codes. And in there, you have to tell the QR code, where do you want this QR code to take them to? So if you have a specific URL link that you want to use, that's what you can do. And while you're talking about business cards, we now have in the Live Younger Success Vistaprint Pro shop, you can order business cards like Sunshower Rose has, and or there's business cards that are two-sided now. So you can put your QR code on the back side, put your picture on the front side, and add in text additionally on the back side of your card.
Yep, Sunwolf did that.
Yep. And
Yeah.
those are available again in the Live Younger Success Library under the marketing resources. And there's a link right in there for the business cards, as well as all of the other tchotchke memorabilia, not memorabilia, but logo wear that is now been added in there, which that's a great resource to be able to get things set up. It's easy, and you can just order it right off of there, and it has the logo and everything you already need in there. So Heidi.
I just wanted to quick do a 30-second testimonial. I am a no pain, never experienced pain, never had any menstrual cramp, X39 wearer, and I did not have a miraculous thing happen in my whole life for 363 days until I finally woke up and had a sweet dream. So you can share my story. I shared it on Vibrant Living. It took me 363 days to see the effects of X39.
Great.
Very cool.
So there's a comment in the chat. I heard Connie say she tells her prospects to try it for a year. A year will assure them that they're willing to stay committed. Also, I believe I heard it's an investment of $1,200 a year in your health. So thank you for that very much, Julianne. Appreciate it.
Less than a cup of coffee a day.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, if there's not anything else, anybody have any other questions or comments before we close this call? We'll hand it back over to our fearless leader, Gregory, if he's here, or unless he's frozen.
You may be physically frozen because it's cold up there.
No,
I'm sweating and ready to turn the AC on. It's hot down here.
yes. Well, thank you so much, you two. Oh, Ann and Liz, that was fabulous. And it's just anything you can do to make it easier for people is going to work. And we will talk more about retention over time, but like Gregory said, Connie's talk was fabulous. And I also want to, I wasn't sure if it was clear, a customer's points don't go into the tree unless it's over 110 once a month. So just to be clear about that. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that, because you do get points for customers, and they don't go in the tree unless you have over 110 PV. And you'll see, like this week, a few of you got extra points, and those extra points over 110 go into your pay leg. So it's really good to have customers.
But it does count for the person. So technically it kind of does count for the upline, but it counts as the individual, right? So if I ordered nothing and had a customer that ordered, I'm showing as active.
Oh, yeah, it will keep you active because it's your personal volume. If you have 2 customers, that will keep you active. Yes. And Mark, you have a question?
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Robin. I appreciate it. So as the people below me with their preferred customers, though, those preferred customer volume does not count toward my cycling. I don't think. It didn't look like it from when I was trying to track that volume.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and once a month, it's you look at your personal volume. So that's your purchases plus your customers. And once a month, when that's over 110, it goes into your tree on your pay leg.
Okay.
And then it will go up. Yeah. I just wanted to be clear about that.
So ultimately, it does count towards your cycling, but they batch it up over a 4-week period or a monthly period. And then boom, then you get a boost.
Like this week.
Like this week, Robin said.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Great. Well, great job. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Ann, and everyone else who supported this. This was a great training for me. And, the pre-populated card, I just want to give one testimonial. Our number 2 award point winner in the Aruba trip, Michael Jaco, has personally enrolled hundreds of people using the pre-populated cart. And they go to his website, they click on the link, they click on this link to be a customer, they click on this link. Well, I guess the pre-populated cart is for customers. Yeah, so, but he's got more customers. He was the second highest customer getter in the company using the pre-populated cart. So it works. And as Liz was saying, you could have, saved 5 different pre-populated cart links. You could have X39 only, the performance bundle, anything else you want. So once you create one, find some place to save it on your computer. And I think keeping it in an email, and you could just say X39 pre-populated cart in the subject and save it as a draft. And it makes it really fast. You can just go in real quickly, pull them out, copy it, and send it out via any social media, texts, messenger, any way you want. So this was a great training. I'm sure everybody got a lot out of it. And there's going to be a lot more people using the pre-populated carts. So with that, I think we'll bring this call to a close. If you'd like to unmute and say goodbye and farewell and thank you, this is a good time to do that.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you,
everyone.
Liz. Thank you, Ann.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
This was amazing.
Awesome.
Thanks for a great one.
Great call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love all the questions.
Thank you. What a great call.